Hello guys, this is Maza, thejrocker. So, I just came home from Tokyo for the first time ever. I went to Tokyo for a few days ago, and I came home for a few hours ago. I have been sleeping, and you have to excuse the way I look and the way I speak and everything, because I am terribly tired, because I went to Tokyo by bus and it took 9 hours. But I'm not going to talk about that because there will be videos for my trip there and everything later. The thing I'm going to talk about today is the first concert experience of this year for 2016. So it only went like a week before I actually went to another J-Rock concert, and this was the first one for this year. And this time I didn't go alone, I went with one of my best friends, Shiro. And so I'm gonna talk about our concert experience that we had together with this J-Rock band, and we went to see Royz for the first time ever for both of us. This was Roy's final tour, and they actually had this concert at Diver City in Tokyo. It's like a venue in nowhere, you know, it's like outside of everything. You need to take several trains and everything to get there. So I'm gonna talk about that experience today. So this concert was on January 7, 2017 obviously. And we came there like an hour before they actually opened everything because it wasn't too cold. Yeah, it got colder later. We were waiting outside and it was so beautiful there. So we took a lot of photos. And there were a lot of A tickets there. We actually had B tickets. One of my other friends, Shira's big sister, was actually the person who got these tickets to us, B tickets. So they were letting the A tickets in first, obviously, and then we were waiting, and then we got in, and we had to go through down for a few stairs, and then we had to pay for our drink, and they had to check our tickets and everything, and then the bar was on one side, and then the merchandise was on the other side, and then was lockers for where you could keep your bags, and then the scene was, you know, the scene room. This place was huge. I'm just gonna tell you, like, it was a long time since I was in such a huge concert hall. Yeah, I have some here that I need to read from because I don't remember everything as always, because my head is a little bit mess right now. I didn't bought any merchandise before the concert, which I should have done, and I'm gonna tell you later why I should have done it before. And we got into the scene room, you know, and the scene was so huge, that arena was so huge, and since we had B tickets, we were in very, you know, we were very far behind this stage, even though it was like steps up, so the people who were standing in the back from the A tickets, who were standing in like a big, you know, together in front of the scene, like better spots basically. But it was cool, and either way we were waiting, and then they started around 6, a few minutes after 6, and they were happy, Royce of course, and all the fans were happy. They had a cool intro before Royce came out on the stage. They had like a disco ball, a huge disco ball on the stage which was hanging down, and they had like, you know, not real candles, you know, but similar to that. And then everything, the lights went down, and before that a lady was talking that you can take any photos during the concert and etc. We already know these rules, right? So, and drummer Tommy came out first. He was very cool, and then followed by Kodai and Kuina. I'm not sure who came out first, but I guess they came after each other, and either way both of them were very pretty as well. And then Subaru came out. So by the way, Kodai is the bassist, Kuina is the guitarist, and Subaru is the vocalist. Not to confuse anyone who has no idea who Royz are, alright. And then they were like performing with a lot of new songs, basically new songs, not a single old song. I think it was one song that was a little bit older, but the rest was basically brand new. So I was like, oh yeah, I don't know all the songs. I can't remember the set list because, you know. But in other ways, this was a very amazing concert. They had very good, you know, connection with the fans, Royce, all of them, and they had a high energy, and they have a lot of happiness and a huge talent. So I've been waiting for them for so long, and it was worth the waiting. The fans were happy, and in between the songs, Subaru was talking about their tour and everything. Thanks you for supporting us. You know all these talk by now. And let's see what's next. Yeah, Subaru. If I'm gonna explain Subaru, he was awesome, beautiful, both him and his voice. Kuina, he was basically everyone's favorite, kind of, because everyone was screaming Kuina, Kuina, like that. I was like, oh my god, that's so annoying. Sorry about that, but it's so annoying to hear that sound. And he was smiling during the tiny concert. Kodai was very beautiful, very like I had expected him to be. And Tomoya was very cool, you know, obviously since it's the drummer. We were jumping, trying to headbang, dancing and everything. Encore, a very slow encore, because not a lot of people did encore, so I was a little bit shocked. I didn't expect it. In the middle of when we were trying to get an encore, a video message came on the stage and they were talking and everyone was like kawaii kawaii, and there was like, we could see a part of their making their new PV and their new video, and they were gonna release a new single and a new tour. I hope I haven't forgot anything here. So it was a single, a new video for this single obviously, and then a long tour. It was like so many dates here. I was like, oh my god, amazing. So I'm gonna see them in Osaka as well later, hopefully. And then they came out after this thing we're showing, you know, all the news. We were like the first people get to know the news, and they will have a tour final. I don't remember where. I think it was somewhere in Tokyo, obviously, later on after all this concert has been made. Then they came out and they were talking one by one. Tomoya talked first. He was like crazy. He was like and me and my bestie was like oh my god, he's crazy. But it was so funny because he couldn't stop screaming and everything. He was using his microphone and then he was screaming without his microphone, and you can hear him in the entire arena. I was like, whoa. Kuina was pretty, and everyone, before he even started to talk, he was the one who was gonna talk after Tomoya. Every fan were like, Kuina, Kuina, and I was like, no, not that again. But he was cute. And Kodai was very pretty. He was talking very silent, so everyone really need to keep silent, because otherwise you would not be able to hear what he was actually talking about. And Subaru, the cool guy, he was thanking everyone for coming, and the other ones did that as well. And before the encore started, Kodai, he had his hoodie on like this. This is Royz hoodie, by the way. Kodomo Dragon t-shirt. And he opened his hoodie up like this, and I was like, oh my god, my sister missed something there. She likes Kodai. So he undressed himself, but he kept it like this, nothing more. And then the encore was a few more songs before the concert was finished, and they were actually recording the whole concert. And then after that they threw out things as usual, but since me and my bestie were too far behind as usual, we didn't manage to catch anything. A drumstick and a plectrum actually managed to come almost all the way down to where we were standing, but that was not enough, so not much to do about it. Everyone was throwing out things, and then one by one they were like, thank you. They went out backstage, and Subara was the last one to go off the stage, and he was standing there like thanking everyone, and, you know, and they had so cool clothes on, all of them, and it felt unreal to see them live for once, you know. And then he went off the stage as well, and yeah, I'm just gonna tell that when they throw out stuffs, I mean the basic stuffs, plectrums or picks, a guitar, yeah, that was I said, not guitars, bottles, towels, drumsticks, etc. You know that already. Then Subaru went out and the lights went up. And one thing that I forgot to add, and I'm glad I managed to remember it. During one song, a few songs after they started the concert, they were throwing out like confetti, where you could see it was like their name and the date and everything that was tour final. So we managed to catch some of these ones as well. I'm gonna show you all the stuffs later, together with another concert experience that I have actually done. That one will come after this one. And after that we went out and I put myself in the merchandise line, and my friend was waiting for me, my bestie was waiting for me. I managed to get down very fast because I was fast, but unfortunately the tour t-shirt for the Royz was already sold out, and I was like, no, I love tour shirts. That's a part of me. But I managed to get my hands on the hoodie and some checkies and towels and such. I had good luck with these checkies, by the way, because I managed to get at least one of each member this time. So sometimes you need to have that luck as well. After that, we took pictures of the flowers that they have got, and we took a drink. And for the first time in my life, I did drink a Monster, you know, the energy drink Monster. I usually don't drink that, but it was cool. And then we went out, and we were trying to calm down, and we got some flyers as well. And I think that's all there is to it. I think I have actually talked about everything on this paper now. So I'm just gonna finish off this concert experience, and I'm gonna get back to you soon because I have another concert experience that's waiting as well. So to Royz, Subaru, Kuina, Kodai, and Tomoya. どうもありがとうございました。I love you so much. Check them out if you haven't done that, because they are very, very, very amazing. They are talented rock band, as I say about all the rock bands, because all of them are talented in their own way. So check out Royz. I'll get back to you soon. Peace. Maza is out.